What's going on, guys? I'm still at work, but I am wanting to talk about everything that happened on Monday Night Raw, and we're going to try and do it in less than 5 minutes. So let's get into it. The show kicked off with Adam Pearce basically announcing that Seth Rollins has been stripped of the championship. He then gets interrupted by the Vision, our Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. They basically end up saying that, they're not giving back the title. Adam Pearce asks kindly to give back the title. Braun Breaker made him say please. Braun hands it to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman hands it to Adam Pearce. Then after that segment, Paul Heyman starts cutting a promo basically saying that I manipulated Seth Rollins, and ultimately the ultimate vision of the future is Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Then we go in to Maxxine Dupri versus Becky Lynch for the Women's IC Championship. This was a pretty solid match. I didn't get to see a lot of it, but it looked like it was probably by far the best performance from Maxxine Dupri that we have seen on her television. Of course, Becky Lynch ended up retaining. It was by disqualification. In the next match, we got... I'm sorry, now I'm out of breath. I'm trying to do this fast. And in the next match, we got Dominik Mysterio versus Rusev. Like I predicted earlier, Dominik Mysterio ended up retaining the championship, but it was in a sort of a twist. He went for the 619 with the ring bell hammer in his boots again. Rusev caught the legs that were coming towards his face, took the hammer out, was about to hit Dominik Mysterio with the hammer. The ref grabs his arm, turns Rusev around, and while the ref's not looking and giving back the hammer to the timekeeper, Dominik Mysterio hits him with a low blow, ends up 619, frog splash, 1, 2, 3. Then we go into Monday Night Raw, where we saw Stephanie Vaquer versus Roxanne Perez. I was not expecting to get this match this fast. We got the match. It seemed like it was really good. I got to see bits and pieces of it. Stephanie Vaquer ended up winning and defeating Roxanne Perez in, like I said, what looked like a pretty darn good match. After the match, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez jumped Stephanie Vaquer, who came to her aid none other than Nikki Bella, which I was not expecting. I was very surprised to see it. And now we are starting to see the start of a friendship between Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer, which I'm sure will eventually lead to Nikki Bella turning heel and challenging Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World Championship. I forgot to mention at the beginning of Raw, Adam Pearce mentioned after stripping the title of Seth Rollins that they were going to be doing a battle royal in the main event to determine CM Punk's challenger at Saturday night's main event. Onward, now we go. We get AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, who fought the Judgment Day. It looked like a pretty solid match from what I got to see, but actually we ended up getting new World Tag Team Championships. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are the new World Tag Team Champions. The only person in the Judgment Day to be holding gold right now is Dominik Mysterio. And then there were a few segments I did not get to see. Promo with, the New Day and Grayson Waller. I didn't end up getting to see that. And then we got the Battle Royal. It included a bunch of people like Sheamus, Penta, Rusev, Dominik Mysterio, AJ Styles, Grayson Waller, Kofi Kingston, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso. It was a pretty good Battle Royal match, I will say. It ended in a little bit of a shocking way, so we're definitely starting to see the breakdown between the Uso brothers, Jey Uso and Jimmy, because there was a spot in the match where Jey Uso almost got eliminated, but Jimmy, being the good brother he is, pulled Jey Uso back into the ring. Now we get to the end of the match where basically Jimmy Uso, LA Knight were wrapped up together, almost going over the top rope, and Jey Uso had a decision to make. What does he do? He runs over and tosses Jimmy and LA Knight over the ropes. Jey Uso, it came down to Jey Uso and Dominik Mysterio, which Dominik Mysterio got eliminated earlier on in the match. And now we got a spot between Dominik where Dominik was going for a 619. Jimmy reverses it and sent Dominik over the top ropes. Jimmy Uso is your new number one contender to face CM Punk for the vacant World Championship. And all we saw was a very disappointed Jimmy Uso at the end of the night, just looking on, and I can definitely see it boiling down to even more at Saturday night's main event. But all in all, pretty solid episode of Monday Night Raw. If you guys watched it, let me know what your thoughts were. Sorry this video was so quick. Sorry I'm talking so fast, but I'm just trying to do it quickly and get it out as quickly as I can. But yeah, Jey Uso, CM Punk, Saturday night's main event. Kind of different than what I was expecting, but we're just going to have to see where it goes for the World Heavyweight Champion. Who is going to be the new World Heavyweight Champion after November 1st, Saturday night's main event? Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.